Alright guys, what's going on? It's me, Tim, back with another video for you today. And today's going to be one of those different types of videos because I wanted to stop for a second and I wanted to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed to my channel over the last year. On January 3rd, this channel reached 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome in itself, which is totally rad, and I'm totally pumped. I didn't necessarily join YouTube to gain a following or subscribers. I joined it because I just wanted to share what was on my heart. So if you are new to this channel or watching this video for the first time, if you wouldn't mind to hit that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. But today I wanted to tell you and talk to you guys about how I gained my first 1,000 followers. Now, how I gained those followers are probably not the conventional way that I think a lot of people gain a following. I'm not necessarily a bigwig in the photography industry. I'm just a creator, someone who genuinely creates and just enjoys doing that. I've been a full-time photographer for the last 10 years, and I have shot a ton of weddings, well over 350 weddings over the years, and have just really enjoyed meeting and getting to meet new people. And I started this channel back in the beginning of 2021 with just 27 subscribers, and somehow, some way, I ended up with 1,000 in just a little bit over a year on January 3rd of 2022. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of the secret and the sauce and how I got to 1,000 followers in a year. And to be honest with you, I want to share this with you because I think it's revolutionary. I think what I'm about to share is super important. I think if you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel and are trying to gain 1,000 subscribers quickly, this is probably what you are going to need to do, because I think it's important for any type of creator. And that secret sauce. Now, wait, I want to make sure that you're sitting down, that you have your coffee or your tea or whatever you're drinking, because do you have your pen and paper? I want to make sure that you guys get ready to write this down because it's important. Here's how to gain your first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Spoiler alert, just create from your heart. I know, sounds cheesy. I know it's not initially what I thought I was going to share, because I think the videos that I thought would do well over the last year didn't do well, and the videos that I created and that I shared that I thought weren't going to do well did well, which is weird. Like the last video, one of the last videos that I shared in 2021 was something that I was struggling with. I was struggling with feeling like an imposter. I was struggling with creating, and I was struggling through and a lot of things. I was just kind of going through a lot of different stuff. In October, I photographed 18 weddings, and it was just absolutely insane amount of weddings to photograph. And it wasn't necessarily because I wanted to photograph 18 weddings. It was because of 2020 and the year that 2020 was. And then I had a ton of senior sessions and family sessions, and I had all of these things going on all at the same time. And there's things that I just kind of fall by the wayside, like my podcasts that I haven't released an episode in like 6 months. That this will actually be the first episode. I let go of spending time with my family and being in the moment when I was there, and somehow, some way, I was just struggling to create meaningful work. And being in that process of like just struggling to create it, I somehow got this feeling of just being an imposter in the industry that I love. And it was just like one of those really, really random things that I was kind of going through. I don't want to say it was depression, but it definitely was something that I was going through. And I just didn't really feel like creating and working at the pace that I was working at. And this fall was just so busy for me And I had literally, the video that I created was just totally off the cuff. It was kind of like very much like how I'm communicating with you guys today. Sometimes when I work on these videos, I create scripts and I have all this planning that goes into it and research that goes into it, and you know, those videos do okay sometimes, but the vast majority of the videos that have done well for me is when I have just communicated what I'm going through, that I've communicated where I'm struggling, I'm communicating just the stuff that's on my heart. And I know that you probably didn't come here to hear me kind of talk about some of the stuff that I went through, but I found that no matter how much I planned, that no matter how much I worked, that no matter how much I researched and got ready to do like a video on the AirPod Maxes, some of these videos would get like 100 views, and then I would share about suffering through imposter syndrome, and that video would get 6,000 views, and it's just no rhyme or reason for why things happen the way that they happen. They just do. And I think what I found throughout 2021 as just a creator is that in order to best serve you and to best serve myself is just to be honest and not trying to be like other people that I watch on YouTube. Not to say that they're not being honest, but you know, I don't have sponsors. I don't have, well, I've had a few here or there, but like I don't have like, this video is not sponsored by Squarespace. I don't have a 10% off code to give to you. I just have what's on my heart and what I'm going through, and using the equipment that I use and finding ways to use it differently and uniquely, and then being able to get online and get on YouTube and talk about that with you guys and just share the images that I've created, and just to build a community of like-minded creatives. And getting to know so many of you in the comment section has been a real blessing to me, especially on that last imposter syndrome video. This is just a lot of thoughtful comments where you guys have just like really built me up and have shared that, yeah, I'm going through, that you're going through some of the same things that I'm going through. And you know, and it's just great to feel as if like you're not alone. And I think in reality, we all know that we're not alone. We all know that we all struggle with things as creatives. And when you start something new, like a YouTube channel, like how I started, the hope and the thought is that you want to grow fast, and you want to grow like this massive following, so that way you can monetize your channel, so that way you can get sponsors, so that way you can, you know, keep up with the Joneses, for the lack of a better saying. But I do know this, is that keeping up with the Joneses is going to do nothing but make you broke. Like buying new gear to review stuff so that way you can gain a following is probably not the best way to start a YouTube channel. It is a way. I don't know if it's the best way, but a way that you could start a YouTube channel if you're watching this and you're into film photography, or you're into, I don't know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or I don't know, Rainbow Bright, whatever you're into. Just start with the equipment that you have and start talking about it and sharing about it and sharing about what's going on in your life. I think people really want to know who we are as creatives, not about what we're selling you. I'm not trying to sell you any camera that I've ever shot with. I'm just going to tell you the pros and the cons of it. The reason why I like this particular camera, or the reason why I like this particular film stock, or the reason why I'm using this piece of equipment is not necessarily because I want you to go out and buy it. It's because I want you to make responsible decisions for yourself. Not only do I want you to make responsible decisions, I don't want you to go through life buying things, because at the end of the day, when we create for a living, all running out and buying all of these new things are going to do is just hurt our bottom line. So I buy equipment and I own different things, and I've had different things over the years that have just been sitting on the shelf that I decided to just take out and shoot with. It all started with me talking about the Mamiya 6, which is a camera that I absolutely adore, and It was snowing in December of last year, or not last year, of 2020, and I brought my kid out and let him carry it around, and I shot some really bad B-roll, at least bad to me today, and I just shared about why I loved that camera and realized that incorporating my family and incorporating some of the other things that I'm doing in my life really kind of helped, one, give me an opportunity to do something with my family, and two, give me the opportunity to create something that includes them, that they can be a part of, and overall that I can share just what's on my mind. And if you are going to start a YouTube channel in 2022, which you should, because I would love to follow you if you are starting a channel this year and help support you in any way that I can. But I think that if you're going to start a channel this year, then just start. And what I mean by just starting is, let me go back. I had no intention whatsoever of ever being a photographer. I wanted to be a filmmaker, and I went to school to do that, and went to college, and had an awesome job working at DreamWorks Studios as an assistant film editor. And in 2009, I lost my dream job when the last economic downturn hit, and I picked up a camera and just started collecting gear. And over the years, I had just collected so much stuff that when I came to start this channel, I had plenty of stuff to just talk about. And I'm sure you do too. I'm sure you have just stuff sitting on shelves that you once shot with, or that you could shoot with, and just create a video about it. And maybe it'll resonate with someone. Maybe it won't. And that's okay too. I think fast success isn't as good as sustained success. And talking about starting a channel or talking about doing things is just going to bog you down. I would just want to encourage you to just start. Whatever it is, just start. And then in the meantime, once you start, continue to go, and don't get discouraged if something gets 15 views or if something gets 15,000 views. There's no rhyme or reason for why things are the way that they are, but create a backlog. Create for yourself, create for your family. If you have kids, I kind of think of like this YouTube channel as being like, I don't know, something that my kids can kind of go back and look at what their dad was doing, if YouTube is still around when they are around. But it's it's like a little time capsule. So I wanted to start this video and talk about this as my first video of 2022, about how to find, or how to create, or how to gain 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, because I feel it's important that YouTubers or creators talk about this type of stuff, because so often we get so lost in the sauce of just creating that we don't really tell people what they should do or how they could do it or what can help them. And there are a lot of videos on YouTube about a lot of different things, and you can pretty much find anything on YouTube. But if you wanted to start a channel and wanted to gain your first 1,000 followers, the best advice that I can give to you is really 3 things. One is to just start. Just start. Get started. It doesn't matter if it's crummy. It doesn't matter if you've got excellent light. It doesn't matter. Just start. The second thing that I can tell you is create, and just create what's on your heart, and share your thoughts and your minds, and include your loved ones, because then they feel like they are a part of your journey as well. And the third thing, which I think is probably the most important, is to don't get discouraged when things aren't going the way that you hope they will. I can tell you, I created a ton of videos in 2021, and it was the third to last one that I created that gained me almost 300 subscribers. No rhyme or reason. I created 75 videos in 2021, and the third to last one is the one that got me over the hump. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's kind of what I wanted to share, and I wanted to kind of record this video first, the first video, as really just a reminder to myself I'm never going to create a video that, or create something or say something that I don't need to hear myself. And that's where I'm at right now. And this is where you should be at. And I just want to encourage you. And I can't wait to see where you're going. This isn't necessarily about me. This is about you. I can't wait to see where you're going in 2022. So if you're in the comment section, please drop your YouTube channel. I'd love to follow along and encourage you, and make sure that you get off to the right start in 2021. So if you're starting, or 2022, gosh. So if you're starting your channel this year, drop it down below. You'll have your first follower or your first subscriber, because I would absolutely love to help encourage you. Really, because you guys have been such an encouragement to me over the last year and over the last months while I've struggled through some things. But that's really it for this video, guys. I just wanted to say thank you for subscribing. I just want to say it's crazy. I know 1,000 isn't a lot, but it's a lot to me. And each one of you are important to me. So yeah, guys, just thanks for subscribing. And if you're new, please subscribe. And if you're not, if you don't subscribe, that's okay too. I'm just here to help support you and make sure that you get to where you need to get to. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Hope you have a great day, and hope you have a great year. And yeah, I can't see what you create. And I have, gosh, 73, 74 videos planned out already. A lot of them are going to be about a bunch of different stuff. I'm going to start off with my a top 5 series of things that, like, my top 5 cameras of 2021, and the top 5 shows that I watched in 2021, and the top 5 songs that I love, and all sorts of top 5 stuff. And I'm going to just kind of share with you guys what's on my heart, what's on my mind. And if it resonates with you, then rad. And if it doesn't, that's cool too. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Hope you guys have an awesome day. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.